Hey guys, welcome. Welcome back. Welcome aboard. Welcome home. As always, completely and totally dependent on where you happen to be in relation to this channel, these messages, this energy. This is what's up for the week of October 3rd through the 9th, 2022. Let's get rolling. On Monday the 3rd, we start with a Capricorn moon, right? So this is about functional feelings. Of course it is. We have a square to Chiron, a trine to Uranus, a quincunx to Mars, a sextile to Neptune, a trine to Mercury, and a conjunction to Pluto. All but Mercury and Pluto, no, all but Mercury and Mars are retrograde because we are still in the thick of retrograde season. This means our energetic invitation is inward, right? So the work is internal right now. This is about getting your business straight, right? So Monday we've got a grand Earth trine. The Moon and Pluto trining Mercury, trining Uranus, right? So concentrate on brainstorming, concentrate on insights, concentrate on how your feelings can be communicated, things like that. Look for sudden revelations of your heart. Look for things to come out of your mouth that you might not exactly have planned, and they might shift your reality, and that's okay. Contemplate your personal visions, right? What feels idealistic, what feels utopian, right? And be in witness to the how-to of those things, right? Ideas and expressions, again, are going to be coming easily, almost as if by magic. So watch for signs, symbols, synchronicities, serendipities, all the good things, right? And these will be all about the how of your why. So almost like the universe is unfolding an instruction manual just for you. What a nice thought, right? On Tuesday the 4th, the moon moves into Pisces and then sextiles Jupiter and trines Venus. So this is about cooperation, about relationship building, about financial opportunities, beauty, right? That sense of home, but in a wider perspective, right? A wider perception. Encompassing the whole, right, beyond yourself. So the totality, right, how you fit into the bigger picture. Wow, I've got some throat chakra issues this morning. How your service as teacher, space holder, sage, the bestower of or appreciator of beauty, home, opportunity, right? Relationship, those kinds of things, and how those are amplified in your life and amplifying, right? How you become a vessel for something greater, how your reflection into the universe creates something bigger, better, right? More. On Wednesday the 5th, the Aquarius moon trines the sun in Libra, sextiles Chiron in Aries, squares Uranus in Taurus, conjuncts Saturn, and trines Mars. So how are you willing to allow your shift, right? Is your sense of identity fluid enough? Is your sense of identity fluid enough to hold your wholeness, right? Or are you bound by limiting old stories or past hurts, right? Things that you're dragging into your present. If you want to live your life fully, you have to be willing to give up those old stories, right? The old everything. Or you have no room for anything new, right? It's like a room that's full of clutter. If you just keep bringing things in, what happens is that you just have a stack of junk, and nothing functional, nothing usable, nothing serviceable, right? So how are you willing to clear your karmic clutter? Great questions. On Thursday, the Aquarius moon quincunxes Mercury. The moon moves into Pisces, and then Mercury trines Capricorn, or Capricorn trines Pluto. Hello. Pluto being in Capricorn, right? So on Thursday, you may feel tongue-tied, right? Or super oversensitive. So echoes of those woundings, right, that come back up to be recognized on Wednesday might present again. And here's the deal. This time, you're being asked to look more deeply, even more deeply, right? And express them more fully, right? The thing is, don't be afraid and don't look away, right? That Pisces moon draws you into a lure of escapism, right? Instead, please do the work. Do not shy away from your truths. Do not shy away from expressing those truths. Just do the work. Express yourself without the need for otherworldly courage, right? Express yourself without the need for otherworldly courage. Your truth is a thing that you are entitled to, and it deserves to be spoken. And anyone who can't claim or own your truth as yours, or respect it, does not deserve to be part of where you're going. So express. And anybody that falls away is not your people, right? On Friday the 7th, that Pisces moon quincunxes Venus. And then the sun, the beautiful Libra sun, opposes Chiron. Then the moon quincunxes the sun, sextiles Uranus, squares Mars, and at the very end of the day, conjuncts Neptune. So you may feel a little bit stunted. You may feel out of alignment and a little overwhelmed by the feelings. And you may feel like you're unable to get back into your stride. Oh, look, we have another friend. Okay. Anyway, you may feel like you're unable to get back into your stride, right? With that healed or healing journey. Things feel fast. They feel a little plinko. You may feel like you're lacking focus or the ability to get shit done. Here's the deal. Either choose to stay home or choose to go home and find a healthy way to channel that energy, right? So that might be something artistic. It might be a craft project. It might be something out in nature, you know, a beautiful walk, or sitting appreciating water or a sunset, or diving into a romantic relationship or a beautiful conversation, right? There are plenty of ways to shift an out of alignment feeling that don't have to do with escaping underneath that Pisces moon. So find something constructive or expressive and see where that takes you. On Saturday, the Pisces moon sextiles Pluto, opposes, I saw this one first, Mercury, and then the moon moves into Aries. Shortly after that, the moon conjuncts Jupiter, and then Pluto goes direct at about 4:56 p.m. Central Time. Here's the deal. This day begins still feeling floaty, potentially a little off course, a little kind of out in the wind, right? In the depths, right? What do I do? How do I ask for what I want, right? So in the late morning, after that moon shifts into Aries, that energy is going to shift. You're going to feel a little more present, a little more sure of yourself, a little more willing to contemplate movement, right? And after the moon conjuncts Jupiter in the afternoon, you're definitely going to be feeling more filled in, right? Less like an outline. And after Pluto goes direct, definitely you will at least feel your hand on the rudder, right? Perhaps still waiting for the wind to really blow and get into your sails, but you'll at least be feeling a little bit more apt to be able to be in control of your journey and your travels. Wow, I like it. Yeah, so Sunday the 9th, that beautiful Aries moon is going to oppose, hello, Venus, well, opposing Venus in the morning, and then conjuncting Chiron, just a little bit before our full moon, right, which is when that beautiful Aries moon opposes our Libra sun. And then in the evening we have a sextile to Saturn in Aquarius. Yeah, so we have a loose grand air trine, right? Mars and Saturn, and then the moon and Venus, or the sun and Venus. So address any miscommunications today. Don't let them sit, whether this is relationships, money opportunities, or that sense of home, right? This is a day to feel it and know it immediately. We've got a full moon at 16 Aries. Yeah, very much so. At about 3:55 p.m. Central Time. So this is about healing, right? It's about getting shit done as we have that beautiful sextile to Saturn later. So an Aries full moon is all about, wait, that's not working for me. Wait, I started this. Let me reorient. Let me put myself into this equation. So be in that energy. Witness what is not working for you. Witness where you are not in your own picture, illuminating your journey, your sense of homeness and what feels good to you. So as we have this beautiful sextile to Saturn, right after this full moon, definitely, finally, you're able to see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? Even if it feels a little bit distant out there, it's still out there, right? It's at least still visible, right? And you can feel your identity shifting in response to the awareness of that light. So this is a week of opportunities, right? Of balancing energies. Remember to be the spectrum, and remember that we're witnessing again this Saturn-Uranus square that's really allowing you to be in evaluation of your values. I cannot stress that enough. Let's talk. On Monday, the 3rd, we've got the 10 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. Okay, look, the 10 of Wands is I am overwhelmed. The 10 of Wands is I have picked up too many things. I am carrying too much. I said yes in too many ways. And the 8 of Cups is this is too much. I must walk away from some things. I must walk toward things that are going to fill my cups. I am empty. I have no more energy to give because I have lit myself on fire in the service of other things, of ideas, of whatever, right? So we talked about this as a day to be witnessing your insights, right? It will be very clear what you're going to walk away from. It will not be, oh, gee, I really kind of, no, it will be very clear, very direct, very sudden. Yeah, that's not working for me. I got to go. Let that happen, right? Let it happen. Really focus on your personal visions. Really focus on your ideals. Really focus on your expressions and watch for those signs and symbols. They are going to point you in the right direction. You will have clarity on what you need to put down. So just pay attention, right? Be in it. On Tuesday, we have got the Chariot and the Star. Listen, this is 2 majors. This is lovely energy. So this is about balanced forward motion. This is about universal support. So we talked about that moon moving into Aquarius, right? And then we've got that Jupiter and Venus energy. This is about cooperation. This is about beauty. This is about opportunity, right? This is about that sense of home in the widest perspective, right? That universal perspective. How am I moving forward, right? How do I fit? How can I best be of service? And this is all about balancing your love and logic, right? This is about mind and heart being in union. So pulling forth those revelations and really witnessing, how can I be in creation, right? What am I being asked to do, and what is serving my own heart, my own purposes? You know, the stars, Aquarius energy, just amplifying that sense of self as service, right? On Wednesday, we got the Four of Wands and the Wheel. Four of Wands, this is about how we call in our own success and celebration, right? Four of Wands, people witness it as the 1111 card, right? The Divine Union card, or just that shared bliss, shared celebration, foundations worthy of celebrating, right? And then the Wheel is about how we witness our own cycles, right? Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. Sometimes life is great, sometimes it's terrible. It's that roller coaster analogy, right? Sometimes things are wonderful and sometimes things are terrible, but they're never just stagnant. But it's always a reason to celebrate, right? So we talk about this as, how are you being bound by your old hurts, or how are you creating something new? If you want to live your life fully, you have to give up the old stories. If you want to live your life fully, you have to give up the old stories, witnessing that there's always going to be an old story, right? But in order to get to that next step, in order to get to the up, you have to be willing to witness and let go of that down. In order to get to the next high place, you have to appreciate the fact that sometimes there are down places, right? You have to climb if you want to coast, and both are necessary, right? On Thursday, we got the Seven of Swords, we got the Three of Swords. Look, Seven of Swords is about betrayal, it's about deceit, it's about strategy, but it's also about where you're out of alignment with your own truths. And the Three of Swords is about loss, betrayal, sadness, right? So this is the day we talked about, you may feel tongue-tied, you may feel those echoes of this old wounding, right? Where are you out of alignment with that? Where are you perhaps not really seeing your part? Because this is about ideas, right? Seven of Swords is ideas. Where am I deceiving myself? Where did I allow myself to be deceived? And this is about not looking away, not escaping. We're not taking our ideas and going home, right? We're not doing that. We're going to do the work. We're going to sit with whatever we lost. We're going to sit with whatever we experience as a betrayal, right? We're going to express ourselves, right, without the need for otherworldly courage. This is about truth and self-expression. We create our own heartbreak when we do not witness our truths. We create our own loss and betray ourselves when we're not in witness of our own truths. And sometimes that's simply that we're incapable of looking at them at a specific time in our lives due to some circumstance or some trauma. But there's nothing that you can't work through if you're not willing to face that truth, to put in the work, right? Find a way. Don't keep running from your truth, right? Don't keep running from your trauma. Don't keep running from your circumstances. That's your own self-betrayal. And it might be a trauma response, but there are ways to heal. And if you don't know them, find someone who can help you, right? Find a facilitator, find a guide, and keep trying until you find the right one. Okay, we've got the Emperor and the Fool. We have a lot of majors this week, guys. Pay attention to that. These are big, real, giant lessons. This is karma, right? So on Friday, we've got the Emperor and the Fool. This is interesting here, right? Because we talked about this as being a day to be overwhelmed, being a day to be unable to kind of get back into your stride, and to feel like you might be lacking a little bit of focus, but to find that healthy escape. So the Emperor this is a card of mastery, right? This is the sum of all kings. So We know that King energy is really focused on the logic, on the function, on the service of things, on the how, which is necessary. And then we've got the Fool, which is the antithesis of this, right? This is the card of faith. This is, it doesn't matter, all will be provided. So where are you feeling like in that spectrum? How are you witnessing that as, am I trying to control things? Or am I allowing? Am I surrendering to the universe? Am I surrendering to the higher power? Am I surrendering to my own highest and best? Or am I still trying to drive the bus, right? There's a place and a time for both. And so sometimes perhaps we feel misaligned or kind of that feeling separated or pulled apart by those two poles. Neither are wrong, neither are right. They just simply exist, right? As we witnessed up here, there's a time and a place for all of that energy. None of it is out of your capacity, but it's about choosing which you'd like to be. It's a great question, right? You get to pick every day. Saturday, Knight of Wands, Page of Wands. We also have a lot of wands up in here. Lots of fire, right? Which is nice, kind of exciting, especially as we have that moon going into Aries. So Knight of Wands, Page of Wands. So, so the page is about what comes into your field, right? So what comes into your field in terms of inspiration, motivation, right? Passion, what gets your juices flowing, right? And as we have that moon coming into Aries out of that kind of dreamy Pisces energy, you know, asking you, do you really want to say that? Are you sure that's what you want to say? Are you sure that's what I ask for? Like, are you sure? Well, then as that Knight of Wands, really as we solidify with that Aries moon, and then conjunct Jupiter, this is heck yeah. So as you're feeling your hand on the rudder, be cautious, because the Knight of Wands can allow you to dive in or set things alight a little bit early as Pluto moves direct, as we come out of this internally based retrograde season. Witness your motivations and remember that motivation is one thing, but dedication and devotion are another entirely, right? It takes more than an idea to get a job done. So give yourself some time, because here's the deal. That's how you end up here, right? Racing off after every great idea lands you at the Ten of Wands. So remember that this is about discernment as well. And then we have the Two of Swords and the Empress to close out this week. So this is our full moon day, right? Full Aries moon with a Libra sun. So we've got the Two of Swords, again, echoing up here. What are we choosing, right? How am I witnessing my own choices? How am I witnessing perhaps any confusion about where I want to go, right? This is about choosing with your ideas, right? And it's about choosing with your mind, and it's about choosing as your feelings, where nothing is hidden from you. The Empress says, well, whatever you choose, we're just gonna knock that out of the park, right? So as you have that day of feeling it, knowing it, as you have that day of seeing the light, perhaps still in the distance, but knowing that it's visible, that's about seeds, right? The Empress is about seeds that we plant. This is about energy that's available to us, knowing that whichever choice we make is going to amplify. We're gonna get to the end of the tunnel no matter what. How you shift along the way is what makes that journey worthwhile. So mind your ideas, right? Mind your ideas, and choose wisely. Again, we had this just recently. Heal it or blow it the fuck up, right? This is a big deal. So this is asking us to be mindful of all this Chiron energy, to be mindful of how we're journeying and what we're in service to, right? We have that Aquarius moon, that big day on Tuesday, where we're really, really asking ourselves, how do I fit? How do I fit, right? We see this several times this week. Where do I fit in? Where you fit in is at your healed best. And that's simply a continuing journey. You're never healed. Oh yeah, that's it, I'm done. No, it always comes back around, right? And the reason that things come back around is because they're asking you, the new you, you're coming at it in a different way, in a different energy. Having learned or experienced something new, you're always asked to look at it again. Did I? Oh, okay, there's another aspect I hadn't considered, I hadn't experienced, I didn't have the wisdom to apply in this way, right? And with all of these big majors this week, this is about how you're experiencing creating the cycles in your life. Now look, we've got the Serpent as our oracle. What a beautiful thing for the end of this retrograde season, right? Let's see what we've got here. Whew. The Serpent is the life force of Mother Earth. The coiled serpent of the Kundalini brings passion, healing, and renewal. She offers us the fruit of the tree of knowledge in the Garden of Eden and reminds us to shed the past the way she sheds her tired old skin. Serpent comes to offer you the forbidden fruit that will set your passion and creativity free. So look, we've got cycles, right? We've got creativity, and we've got a ton of passion and creativity in this week. The serpent power of the Kundalini is stirring within your chakras, gently asking you to embrace its mystery. Shed the old skin that you've been so attached to and welcome the vulnerable pink underbelly that will bring you a fresh experience of your life. Your passion and sexuality are awakening, and this can be scary. Trust the wisdom of Serpent to transform your sensual energies into beautiful, original manifestations. When you shed the past gracefully, life will not strip it away with great drama. Indeed, that is something you want to avoid. Do not use your ideas to seduce others or allow yourself to be seduced, even by your own ideas. Listen, do not allow yourself to be seduced by your ideas, or allow yourself to be seduced even by your own ideas, right? And we witness that because your ideas are so powerful. Be in your truth, right? Be in your truth, witnessing those cycles, witnessing what's offered, witnessing the complete and total availability of direction through the lens of your heart and your head. And when in doubt, wait, right? When in doubt, don't force. When in doubt, don't race ahead. Be willing to wait until you have the full vision of what's new, right? Witnessing both your head and your heart, witnessing all perspectives, allowing yourself to heal totally instead of piece by piece by piece by piece. Because when we try and do it piece by piece, y'all, we get tired. We get tired. Anyway, this is an exciting week. This full moon will be a big deal. And yeah, be blessed. Be in it this week. Take your time. Pay attention. And remember, you are amazing, and you are worthy, and you are appreciated, and you are loved. And if nobody else tells you that, you're going to get it right here. Be blessed. Thank you. Thank you for being.